This is a live Go High Level review where I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly of using the CRM in 2026. I've got my community members in a live stream with me. So it's not just me giving my opinion today. I'm also going live with others. They're going to share their thoughts, give their opinions. Some of these users have been using Go High Level for a long time, like myself. Others are just getting started. Either way, you're going to walk away with some solid understanding of what this software does and if it is right for you. Now, real quick, before we get into it, if you don't know who I am, my name is Sean Standberry. I run a social media marketing agency, and this is actually my first time going live on YouTube. So if you guys love it, make sure you show me some love down in the comment section below. And if you hate it, then I'll probably just never show my face again, and you guys will just have to deal with the AI clone. Anyway, I started my social media marketing agency in 2011. We've been using Go High Level for about 4 years. We currently have over 40 team members on the software and roughly 350 active clients. And one of my biggest accomplishments is winning the Inc. 5000's Fastest Growing Companies Award 3 times in a row. But of course, if you've been watching my channel, you know I don't like to just say that. I'm going to pull up my payment processor live on screen so you can actually see some of my results. And quick disclaimer, I am actually in the middle of switching payment processors, so you'll have to deal with 2 payment processors today. So let me refresh here. This is my payment processor here on Stripe. I do this every video because if someone on YouTube isn't showing you their real numbers, then you probably shouldn't listen to them. So in this payment processor, we have $200,000 in the last 4 weeks, 279 customers, and our average customer pays about $1,000 a month. And then over here in this payment processor, oops. So I'm gonna have to log into it really quick. Let me log into my other payment processor here just so you guys can see this is legit. All right, and let me share this tab. All right, so this is my other payment processor. Let's go to the last 30 days. And as you can see, we have $190,000 in this payment processor as well. And so across 2 accounts, we're looking at around $390,000 in monthly recurring revenue as of last month. Here's some pictures of me and my team. This is back in 2019 when we won the Inc. Award. And then here's a nice screenshot of the letter I received as well. And then also back in 2024, we were awarded the Go High Level SaaS Award, which is an award you get for having at least 100 paying clients using Go High Level. So I actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to making money on this software. Now, since I'm showing revenue and numbers and math and all that stuff, I have to make a quick disclaimer, which of course, results are not guaranteed. My numbers are my numbers. Your results depend on your own effort, skill, and I am endorsed by High Level. So at some point I may ask you to sign up with my link. And if so, I earn a small commission. But listen, I actually use this software every day. And if you do it with me, you'll also get access to my community and some other bonuses as well. And then lastly, this is not professional legal, tax, or financial advice. All right. So let's talk about how this Q&A is going to work today. So I have a presentation that's going to guide through some of my thoughts, which you're seeing on the screen right now. At any point, feel free to drop questions in the chat as we go. I have my community members in here with me, so I'm going to prioritize my community's chat and their questions. And then at some point, I'll bring in my community members to share what they do, why they decided to sign up for Go High Level, and their pros and cons of using the software. And then at any point, if I don't know the answer to one of your questions, I'll just tell you I don't know. All right, so let me go ahead and look at my waiting room really quick. Let some more community members join. So we have 2 guests waiting. And It says this is Winnie's thing. Okay, all right, let's get back into it. So here's the link. All right, I told you guys you'll see my link at some point. If you want to sign up with GoHighLevel, go to go.seanstanberry.com/now. You get 30 days free, my community with over 100+ video lessons and some other bonuses as well. All right, so here's what we're covering today. I'm going to give you my honest verdict. It's not a perfect score. There are some drawbacks of GoHighLevel that I'm going to be honest about, but I'm also going to show you some pros and cons. I'm also going to show you what it really costs. I'm going to take you inside of my agency's GoHighLevel account so you can actually see how much things cost, not just the subscription fees, but also some other fees as well. I'm going to show you some of my favorite AI projects that I've been using and testing. We're going to talk about how to make money with the software. And then I'm going to bring in my community members to talk about their experience as well. And if we have time, I'll do some open Q&A with anyone watching on YouTube. All right, so what is GoHighLevel? Well, in short, GoHighLevel is an all-in-one CRM with features like a website builder, email marketing, text messaging, booking calendars, communities, documents, contracts. My favorite is the social media planner and schedule. But more recently, this has become more like an AI-powered operating system that is actually able to do real work for you with automations and AI. All right, and so I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. Either way, this is a software that you can use to pretty much power your entire business. And if you are an agency, you can use it to run all of your clients as well. And so let me show you guys the dashboard. I'm going to hop over to my demo agency account. So this is the agency dashboard. This is kind of like the main central hub that controls GoHighLevel. And then inside of the agency, you have what are called sub accounts. And here are some of my demo sub accounts. Okay, so the agency settings kind of like controls, I like to think of it as like the house, and the sub accounts as more like the rooms inside of the house. So let's dig into the demo account here. This is one of my sub accounts. Inside of the sub accounts, you have AI, you have a launch pad, you have a dashboard, you have conversations, which feeds in from like all your popular social media channels. You have a calendar where people can book appointments. You have contacts, you have opportunities, you have payments. So if you want to send invoices or contracts or take orders or do subscriptions or sell digital products, you can do a ton. You also have AI Studio, AI agents. I'm going to show a lot of my projects and things as we go throughout. I just want to quickly highlight just all of the different features that you have inside of a GoHighLevel account. All right, and so that's just a quick preview. Let's get back into what I want to show you, which is my score. Okay, overall in 2026, I give GoHighLevel a solid 8.2 out of 10. As you can see, my biggest score is the value for the money. I give it a 10 out of 10. There's so much that you can do with this software. There's literally been nothing that we couldn't power through GoHighLevel as an agency or for any of our clients. And so the value for the money is just really spot on. And as you can see, my lowest scores are onboarding and setup as well as support. And if you are a current user, I'm sure some of my community members can attest to this as well. Sometimes onboarding and setup and support, because the software is so overwhelming and has so many features, that can really just overwhelm you as a beginner. And so on the positive side, I do set people up with a one-on-one kickoff call as soon as they get the software. But I personally experienced that support can be hit or miss, really depending on who you get. Sometimes I get a support specialist that is like seasoned and helps me super, super quick. And I'm like, man, they're an expert in this software. And then other times I get a rep that sometimes I feel like I know more than them just from watching a YouTube video. But besides the support and onboarding stuff, everything else gets a pretty good score from me, and you'll see why here in just a second. All right, so overall, where it wins at, you have unlimited sub accounts. There's no per seat fee. There's great AI features. You have one inbox for all your communication channels, including text messages, emails, social media DMs. There's so much WhatsApp inside of just one inbox. There's some tiny usage fees, which I'm going to show you my account here in just a second. But again, it wins because it's such a huge value for the price. Okay. Where it loses that right now, and I'm sure they're going to make improvements, is that AI Studio is lacking some analytics. Snapshots can be tricky to navigate. The voice AI still has room for improvement. And as I mentioned, the biggest thing is it can be overwhelming in the first month. All right. So would I sign up again? I don't know. Let's think about it. All right. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the money. The reason why I personally joined GoHighLevel is because it saved us over $17,000 in a single year. Okay, I used to have Zoho Social, which is another CRM, and they charged us per brand and per user. Let me actually show you one of my invoices. This is an invoice from Zoho Social back in 2020, or in the next payment was 2024. But the total was $21,555 just for me to use social media, schedule content, respond to comments, etc. Just for me to use a social media feature in Zoho Social cost our agency $21,555. And so once I found out GoHighLevel had all of that built in and more, it was such an easy decision for us to change to that software. Real quick, I see some community members joining, so let me go ahead and admit a couple people into the room. I have Oscar coming in. All right, and so that was an easy switch. So there's 3 plans on GoHighLevel. You have the $97 starter plan, which includes most of the features. And with that starter plan, you get 3 sub accounts. Then I started on the $297 plan where I had unlimited sub accounts for all of my clients, over 350 clients, and then unlimited users, which were over 40 team members. And so that many clients and users for just $297 felt so fake and unreal to me that I didn't trust it, but I signed up for the 30-day free trial and it was completely legit. And then for $497, which is actually the plan I'm on now, you have the SaaS mode where you can completely white label GoHighLevel as your own software. And so that is what we do as well. All right, now I do need to talk about the other costs, which are usage fees. All right, so every time you use a small feature, if you send a text message, if you do an outbound call, inbound call, if you buy a phone number, if you send an email, there's also some one-time fees as well, domains, phone numbers, A2P registration. You have usage fees as you go. Now, I personally saw this as a positive because I'd rather pay every time I use a feature as opposed to paying for features that I'm not using, right? So now what I want to do is kind of show you my actual agency account and some of our usage fees. Okay, so I'm going to share this tab. All right, so right now I'm inside of my agency's account. We are in July of 2026, and my usage fees, again, across all my team members, over 300 clients, is just $1,000, $1,046.43 to be exact. All right, and of course, our agency is the biggest spender. I love this dashboard so much. It shows you everything that's going on. So our biggest cost driver is outbound text messages. All right, we spent $383 on outbound text messages. Then we had some text messages carrier fees. So the bulk of my costs, if I would say maybe 40–50% of my costs are just text messages. But I was able to send over $35,000 text messages for $383. So that's a win for me. We sent 137,000 emails, and that costs $93. Most people aren't going to send anywhere close to those emails. I also had some local costs here, which I believe are just like phone numbers and things like that we're buying. And then we had 10,287 voice minutes, which only cost us $69. All right. And so again, this is a lot of volume. Most people aren't going to send nowhere near close to 35,000 text messages or 137,000 emails or 10,287 voice minutes. But if you do decide that you have an agency that is doing this for clients, like you're setting up voice AI or something like that, you can rebill and have a small upcharge on any of your usage fees. So it can actually turn into somewhat of a profit center for you. All right, so I wanted to show that live. These are some of my costs for July of 2026. And just for comparison, I mentioned that we used to use Zoho Social. For our email, we used to use ActiveCampaign. All right, and for ActiveCampaign, we were spending over $700 a month. All right, so if I look at the pricing here, it starts at $145 for enterprise, which we were on, and then we had over 50,000 email lists. So right now the cost is over $1,000, and for ActiveCampaign, we just used it for email marketing. Like there's some other features in here, but email marketing was costing us over $700 a month. And again, we were able to switch to HighLevel, and now email cost us $93 a month. All right, and so that just kind of shows you some of the money and the cost. Don't be afraid of the usage fees, but know it does exist, because if you don't, you'll be surprised when you look at your bank statements. All right, and so I just showed you my bill. Now, when you're first signing up, there's some add-ons. I recommend avoiding a lot of the add-ons. There is HIPAA compliance. Well, actually, if you have a healthcare company, this may be a good add-on for you, but all the other ones you can really skip. The white label experience, I recommend you wait until you have a little bit more experience with the software. If you can afford it, go ahead and get premium support, but it's not a requirement. And some of these other things you can skip as well. All right, so I also have some more community members joining. Let me go ahead and admit a couple more people. I got my man Kevin, the AI guy, and Brian joining. Welcome, man, Brian, welcome, and Kevin, thanks for joining. All right, so let's talk about the AI. This is what's been most exciting for me this year is all the things you can do with AI inside of GoHighLevel right now. Here's a quick timeline. We have a ton of things that has shipped in just the last 2 or 3 months. AI agents, AI memories, scheduled tasks, conversational AI flow builders, AI studio getting upgrades, voice AI getting upgrades. We just got a new X AI browser feature. But I have some breaking news right now. XAI just got video and audio. So now we're going to be able to generate videos and audios right inside of GoHighLevel. And if you know me, you know I'm making a video on this right now, but I already tested it. So let me show you an early test, super early. This is literally my first one, but of course you guys know I like to clone myself. And so I just said, use my image and create an 8-second video of me doing a live webinar in an immersive video room with attendees in the background. All right, and then I got this 8-second video. Let me just play it really quick.
Welcome, everyone. As we dive into the data, you'll see why these insights are critical for the next quarter. Look at the engagement metrics here.
Oh, okay. All right, so that is pretty impressive, the fact that we are able to do this inside of GoHighLevel. Obviously, this doesn't look anything like me, sound anything like me, so I'm going to play around with this a little bit more. But I'm just thinking through the use cases of like being able to send someone an AI clone of themselves, or just being able to animate some of the carousel social media posts I've been making inside of GoHighLevel, or just being able to do just so many different things with video inside of the software. And then also there is audio. I haven't had a chance to test out what that audio looks like yet, but I'm imagining, you know, it'll be able to read a video script or do a voiceover. Hopefully I can clone my voice, but that's exciting. That's breaking news. So that just goes to show you once again, they're shipping so many new AI features, and it's kind of impossible to overlook. Another place I've been spending a lot of my time with using GoHighLevel and their AI features are with social media posts for myself and for my clients. And so if I hop over to one of my pages, let me share this social media agent. So this is my social media manager. This is an AI agent that I built inside of GoHighLevel. And this is what I call my single image social media calendar creator. So I programmed this agent to be able to just simply take a website, a knowledge base, an image of a person, and a brand guide, and then create social media posts. And the first step is for it to create a social media grid, right? And so here's a grid. Here's some of the images. I think it looks great. And then from there, I'm able to tell it to actually like generate the images, right? So if I scroll down here, you'll see the images actually generating. All right, and this is a pretty long feed. Let me just skip all the way to the bottom because I want to show you, in addition to it creating the images, it will actually schedule the images as well. And in this case, I scheduled it for review. All right. And so that is one of the agents. Now, I've been advocating for super agents to get more control and a better image generator. Let me actually show this. So here in GoHighLevel's idea board, I had put up in July 2nd, 2026, the AI image generator was misspelling words on images. Some of the graphics weren't great. So I put in this request, and then literally like a month later, they added a better image generator. And then recently they've added more control over the image generator. So let me just show you now. If you click on image generator, you have the option to choose between low quality, medium, or high. And I have a video coming out soon where I break that down, but the image generator now is like really good. It almost replaces OpenArt, but there's still a few bugs in it. And so right now we're still using our OpenArt MCP to create some social media posts. All right, let's get back into what else I want to show. So that's what I'm doing on the social media image side inside of GoHighLevel. For my agency, we're also using voice AI right now to confirm appointments. And what we've noticed is our appointment show rates are really going up. Our appointment show rate went from 56% to 67% in a window of time. But let me actually show that as well inside of my agency account. So inside of my agency account, we are here in August. And so far, we've attempted 154 calls, 150 actually connected, a 99% positive sentiment. And then we had 84 people actually answer from a voice AI agent. 66 people went to voicemail, 44 calls failed. So pretty good results overall. But what's more impressive is my show rate, right? So if I look at my appointments, I can see that, and again, from August 1st to August 26th, we had 143 people show and 48 no shows, 45 appointments. So let me just do some math here. We have 255 minus 45, which is 210. So out of 210 appointments that we have conducted, our show rate is 68%. All right. So we have a 68% show rate, very close to that number I showed earlier, which is at 67.9%. When you're touching a 70% show rate, it's really hard to get better than that. So we're really happy with how our show rates have improved by making such a simple change. My overall voice AI verdict is that voice AI is a great system. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. Of course, you can tell it's still an AI voice if you listen carefully, and then sometimes it will talk over people, or sometimes it will just kind of glitch. And so there's still some room for improvement, but I believe voice AI is going to get so good that it's going to be able to close some deals here pretty soon. All right, so there's also a prompt optimizer. I'm going to skip over that. I talked about Ask AI getting a browser control, so it can literally take over your Google Chrome and do work. I have a video on that breaks it down, but in short, it was able to find 10 landscapers, add them to my CRM, audit the Instagram, and send a draft personalized to them, which was pretty crazy for me to do and see. Of course, there's other browsers out there. There's the Chat GPT Codex browser, there's Claude browsers, but all right, I am back in. Looks like I lost my connection there. Let me get back on where I left off at. So let me share screen and presentation. Okay, so as I was saying, AI Studio is great, but it's still a little incomplete. There's some analytics missing. There's no database, which drives me crazy. But let me show you one of my favorite AI Studio projects. so many people use AI Studio to build out websites, which are great. I like using AI Studio to build out really sophisticated lead magnets. So this is a lead magnet for a tax accounting firm. If I just put in my information here, I'll just say demo, and start. And then we have a calculator here where I can change my entity type, my tax bracket, my annual revenue, my net profit. And you can see like the different strategies and the numbers changing, which is a cool little lead magnet to get someone who's interested in tax strategy and working with an accounting firm. But what's better is we have this call to action over here where they can schedule a free consultation. And so for my system and what I use GoHighLevel for, which is basically driving traffic, using AI Studio to build something that can actually convert that traffic is what I love using it for. And it's my favorite use case. Plus, we get a lot of inbound traffic from people who already have a website. And so they're looking for something a little different. All right. And of course, there are snapshots. But now with AI built into GoHighLevel, there are so many like ways you can just customize it and just tell AI exactly what you want and what to build. I don't know if snapshots are as relevant as they used to be. So I think snapshots are slowly dying. Another shameless plug here. If you're enjoying what I'm teaching, feel free to sign up with GoHighLevel with my link, go.seanstanberry.com/now. You get 30 days free instead of 14. You get a community with 100+ lessons. Let me actually show you all my community here. So here's a look inside of my community. We have Alfredo. Alfredo actually just told me he has 4 new clients on the hook right now. So super excited for him. But if I go over here to learning, I have a start here guide, business setup, super agents, a prompt library, courses, tons of lessons, snapshots. I mean, it goes on and on. And so if you're interested in signing up for GoHighLevel, especially if you want to start a social media management company or do anything around social media, I'm your guy. That's what I do every day at my agency. All right, let's talk about how to make money with this software. We have a few different offers at our agency. A big one is a $97 hosting fee for a website. There's another pricing layer of that where you can get an AI employee, an AI agent for $297. Right now, we're really focusing on this $500 monthly social media package because we can do so much with AI of automating social media posts. And in fact, my friend and I, Joe, we're going to be starting a new AI agency just to kind of prove it's not luck. And then a hybrid package, which may be a mixture of social media images and videos. And then we have the $1,000 done for you package, which is a little bit more custom. And our pricing actually goes a little bit higher than that at times as well. So for the $500 package that we're focusing on, you get 30 posts a month, 2 platforms, scheduling and approvals, a comment to DM automation, a lead magnet, monthly reports, email support, and tickets. We don't do one-on-one meetings, custom video production, or any ad management. And so this is what really makes it scale and why we're focusing on this particular offer inside of GoHighLevel right now. Ideally, we're able to do that with only 30 to 45 minutes of our time per client. All right. And so there are a lot of ways to make money with GoHighLevel. Again, I'm focused on the social media opportunity. Again, I think this drives traffic. It can drive leads. It can drive appointments. And it's an unsaturated, kind of untapped opportunity in terms of like other AI offers of everyone offering AI websites or chat agents and voice agents. But those are also good offers as well. There's people making money with all kinds of things: reputation management, automations, ad management, conversion optimization, consulting, text and email marketing alone, like just running someone's email campaigns for them, and then reselling it as your own software. And then also you can be an affiliate for GoHighLevel, which I am as well, and earn 40% commissions. Either way, regardless of what you choose, just understand if you go high ticket, you're going to have a harder time in delivery. There's a lot of customization usually in higher ticket. And so you pick your heart, as the quote says here on screen. Higher ticket is hard in delivery. Lower ticket, you need a lot of volume. You need a lot of views. You need a lot of clicks. And so that's your hard when it comes to lower ticket prices, like, you know, a $300 agent. You need a lot of volume. Or if you're going for a higher ticket like ad management, you're going to need to make sure you're actually delivering. All right. The biggest reason I stopped selling AI automations, voice AI automations, is because most people just need more traffic. If a plumber's missing 5 calls a month, automating 5 calls with voice AI isn't going to change his life. He needs 50 people calling him instead of 5. Okay. And so that is why I focus on services that can actually drive traffic, leads, appointments for my clients. All right, so next we're gonna bring up my community members. Let me go ahead and admit some people in. Community, if you are here right now, raise your hand if you're interested in coming on and giving your review of GoHighLevel so far. Doesn't matter if you've been using it for 1 day, 1 month, or 1 year. I'm sure we would love to hear from someone other than me. What I'm gonna do here is, so yeah, if you want to raise your hand, say so in the chat. The questions I want you to answer are, what is your name and what do you do? Feel free to elaborate on what you do and why. Also share how long you've been using GoHighLevel and why you decided to sign up. And then I want you to give your biggest pro, what you've loved about GoHighLevel so far, the thing you would tell a friend, and then your biggest con, one thing that you wish GoHighLevel had, or one thing that's brought you some frustration. Be honest here. That is the point. Okay. And so let's hop over to my Zoom, or actually, what am I in? Google Meet. Okay. And I have one hand raised so far. It looks like we have Kevin, and then we have Alfredo. And let's see, how can I bring you up here? So let me stop sharing my screen. All right. And then next, what we're going to do is I'm going to unmute you, Kevin, and you can start talking. Okay. So let's unmute Kevin. Okay. Actually, let's do this. Host controls. I'm going to unmute everyone. And then Kevin, you can unmute yourself and then share your thoughts about HighLevel. Again, tell us what your name is, what do you do, how long you've been using it, what made you sign up, and your biggest pro and con.
Yeah. So thank you, Sean, for putting me on. So my name is Kevin. I am an AI consultant. I teach people how to use AI. I also use AI in my own business, from getting clients to, of course, teaching AI. So I started with GoHighLevel pretty much officially about 3-4 months ago. Now, I've known about GoHighLevel for probably well over a year, actually close to 2 years. I've learned about GoHighLevel, but I honestly was afraid of using it because there was so many different things in it. Now, because of AI, it makes it so much easier to learn everything inside of it and use GoHighLevel at a level that I didn't think was possible before. So because of you like teaching us the different ways that AI is incorporated inside of GoHighLevel, I've been able to get 3 clients so far in about 3 months, and I still have people coming in the downline, reaching out to me asking about social media services, and then being able to better use their systems, because right now everybody's kind of scattered in what they use in order to operate their business. And GoHighLevel is a really great catch-all, so I love that aspect of it. One thing that I don't like about it, not that many things right now. Just trying to, I guess, keep up. They're moving so fast when it comes to adding in that AI. Like you just said today, I didn't know that they had video and audio, so that's a cool thing that now I'm going to take a look at and see how I can use that inside the business. They've added skills, they've added managed agents, so they're moving at a rapid pace, which is really amazing. But sometimes still can be a little bit overwhelming. But when you have somebody helping you and showing you what to do, it kind of takes that fear away.
Awesome, man. Hey, Kevin, congrats on the client acquisition so far. So proud of you. thanks for coming up, being brave, sharing what you thought about the software. Really appreciate hearing your opinion, and I'm looking forward to continue just building with you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and move over to someone else. Let's see who has their hands raised. I want to go over to my friend Alfredo. Kevin, you can mute yourself, and then Alfredo, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, Sean. Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here online. I joined GoHighLevel about 5 months ago. I joined under a different affiliate who promised me that his snapshot would be an amazing thing. All you do is plug in the client's website and everything will work magically. Of course, after a month of struggling with it, I'm tech support, phone call, everything, I could not get it to work. And so I was very frustrated. I said, okay, this is GoHighLevel. I'm not sure that I'm going to continue this. I called GoHighLevel for support the first week, and they said, no, you need to sign up for the $297 a month, which I did, and still having issues. But I approached a bunch of people to offer what the previous affiliate offered or suggested to the voice agents and the chatbots. And after talking to maybe 30 people, no one said yes. No one liked the idea of a chatbot or a chat widget or voice agent. People were afraid, especially in my niche. I provide social media to painting contractors, and painting contractors are not the most tech-savvy people in the country. So I had a tough time with that. And after a month struggling with this snapshot from the previous affiliate, I gave up and I said, forget it. Then I found you about 5 weeks ago. I saw that you provided, or you did videos every day, and you talked about something that people liked, social media. And I said, this is good. This is what I want. Started watching your videos. Within 2 weeks, I joined you, and I've been doing this for the past month. I already got 4 people in the pipeline that soon to become clients. And I'm offering social media only. I am not mentioning GoHighLevel. I am not mentioning AI, voice agent, nothing. All I'm doing is I provide social media, which will give you access. You will have a lot of calls. You will have a lot of business. And so you will be very happy with my services. Try it out for a month. And they said, okay, I got about 30 or 40 people who viewed my TikTok video and have saved my video introduction. And so I'm expecting a few more phone calls. What I like about GoHighLevel is the fact that it's so easy to do the AI Studio or Studio AI and Ask AI. Those 2 tools will do everything for me. I did a website about 2 weeks ago with AI Studio, and I charged $1,000, and it took me like an hour and a half to do. I got a prompt from somebody that allowed me to create a website, to be a smart website, to be SEO friendly, to do all the stuff that it needs so that it can rank in the future. And it took me about an hour and a half, and I charged a client $1,000. Really excited. What I don't like about GoHighLevel is the fact that it took me about 3 weeks to get my A2P verified. I called them. They said, okay, try this. Sure, I tried that. Didn't work. Then 2 weeks later, I called them again. No, that's not it. Try this now. And they got online. They took over my mouse and other stuff. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks to finally get it going. And so I don't like the fact also that you have to pay right away for them to help you. They said, if you want help, email us. Email us and we'll support, unless you pay right away the $297. That's what I don't like. But everything else is incredible. I'm totally sold on the idea, and I'm gonna be rich. I'm coming after you, Sean. I'm coming for you. Okay, you better watch out.
All right. Yeah. Hey, man.
Thank you.
Hey, you said a lot of good stuff in there. I appreciate you coming up here, being brave and sharing. And yeah, that's a lot of good stuff. Congrats on the 4 clients. I agree on the snapshots. A lot of people don't understand when it comes to snapshots, you still have to customize a snapshot in the way that someone else's brain thinks about building a snapshot may not be the best workflow for yourself. So that makes a lot of sense why you were struggling with the snapshots. But again, Alfredo, thank you for hopping in and sharing your thoughts. go ahead and mute yourself, and then I'm gonna bring up. Let's bring up John. John is someone who impressed me last conversation we had. John, go ahead and unmute yourself, and let's hear what you got to say.
Hey, I've been on, I'm John Philippe. I'm in Houston. I've been on GoHighLevel for now 3 weeks. And the number one reason I joined GoHighLevel, even though I've known about it for years, has really been, Sean, because of your videos. I mean, kudos to Joel for making great clones of you. Because down here in Houston, everyone assumes Joel is doing everything. But you talked about great stuff, and this would not have been such an easier process if it wasn't for the insight you're giving. Kevin Smith, for 3 years now, my license plates, and even today, say AI guy. So, you know, if you come to Houston, they might confuse us. So, yeah, to be careful with that, which is true. And this is also true. A doctor who owns 3 restaurants in Nashville, owns 2 clinics here in Houston, followed me for 3 miles and pulled me over and just asked me about AI because of my license plates. And now I've done almost 10 grand in business with them in the past 6 weeks, just because of my license plates say AI guy. So if you can get AI guy in your license plates wherever you live, it pays.
I'm gonna have to make a YouTube video about that one, John. That's a really smart marketing strategy.
Another quick win is I know you do a lot of social media, Sean. Your thing I keep talking about, which we sold one last week, where you go Instagram, comment, DM, go to your calendar, that whole flow.
Yeah.
We sold one last week, but since I was online last time, we've sold 4 packages without the graphics.
Really?
So what we're selling for $297 a month is we'll set up the keywords and the agent, and you make your own Instagram post and just use the keywords we give you in your post, and everything else will kick in. You don't have to. We don't have to make the graphics. You can post videos and graphics, whatever you want. Just make sure the keywords are in there, and then when someone comments the keyword, the agent kicks in, and everything else goes from there. We'll set up your calendar. We'll set up your knowledge base. We'll set everything else and give you a list of keywords, and you go do your own postings as much as you want. We've sold 4 of those in the past week at $297 a month.
Man, congratulations. That's amazing. That's amazing. What's your niche, John, or is it broad?
Oh, no, I'm a capitalist. Just give me money.
Okay, I got you.
But the 4 in the past week have been for doctors, dentists, and 2 med spas. So, because we're like, because I'd rather, do other things than work. So I'm like, why am I spending all this time on ChatGPT making graphics? Well, let them do that. I don't want to do that. So anyway, that's just a cool little thing. But we wouldn't have even had that idea if it wasn't for your video, Sean. So you got us inspired there, and now we're kind of going. And now we've been using HeyGen for a long time, combining that with things. And now what you just showed at the beginning of this video, I'm anxious to try that out to see how some of that works. We've discovered that, like LaShone mentioned this, we know more than the tech support at GoHighLevel just in 3 weeks, because every time we get someone on the phone, I've not met a tech support guy yet who knows anything about AI. They don't know a thing. And they tell me that. They go, we haven't had this issue before. We don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. The onboarding is really cumbersome, but once you kind of figure out the tricks, it's a great system. But the onboarding, I wish they would make that a nicer process somehow, because it's just awful. Yeah. But I can't imagine doing anything right now without Sean's support, without the videos, without all the new ideas, I don't think we would have gotten into this if it wasn't for that. So appreciate all that stuff. So not sure if there's anything there you wanted to hear, but that's kind of what we're up to right now.
No, I appreciate every last bit of that, John. That was so inspiring, not just to myself, but I think everyone here on the call and YouTube will appreciate the fact that you're selling comment to DM automations as a solo automation. Yeah. And I think that is such a brilliant idea for the right business that is already posting and just not figuring out why their social media isn't working. Just adding that comment to DM trigger, getting some conversation started. That is a brilliant approach. And how you can take what's already simplified and then simplify it even more. I love that.
And the latter is, okay, here, you can do it. And then when you don't have time to do it, we'll raise you up to $497 a month and we'll take over the graphics.
There you go.
And then we can raise you up to, hey, let's go ahead and put a talking chatbot on your existing website. Okay, you know, why don't we just go ahead and redo your website? And no, I can just keep building it up and up and up, and you know.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You got it, Master John. I can't wait to see how you continue to grow your agency here. Thanks again for coming up and sharing. Let me get to someone else. Go ahead and mute your mic, and then let's bring up LaShone. LaShone, you've been active in building lately. Go ahead and unmute yourself, LaShone, and tell everybody what you think about GoHighLevel.
Sure. Thank you for having me, because I'm excited about this journey that I'm on. But my name is LaShone Thomas. I'm in the Kansas City, Missouri, or Kansas City area, just put like that. Reason why how it came about high levels, kind of like how it started with Alfredo's. I saw someone on YouTube. It's like, oh, okay, something I can do. You know, I've been unemployed for about a year, and my background's like customer service. So I followed this one person. I said, okay, I can do this. But once I got in, all they talked about was technical. You could do snapshots. I'm like, okay, it's doing too much, because I'm trying to, you know, build upon something. So then I saw your video. I was like, okay, this is more my speed. And your videos are phenomenal, because they're relatable. That doesn't sound like they're just, you know, get in, you know. So what I liked that too, you also have an agency. So I said, okay, I can actually build an agency with this and be successful, because it's something, like I said, my background is customer service. I like technical things, but not like jump here, jump there. So like you're being a part of your community. Like I said, I'm starting with the social media management. I think that is something that what the world that we're in with AI is something that's easable and scalable for me, because you're just basically using all these different systems.
Yeah. LaShone, really quick. Number one, do you have the ability to turn your camera on? We can hear you, but we can't see you.
All righty.
We would love to see you.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. We got you now. All right. Love that. Love that. Love to hear about your journey. Thanks for turning on your camera here. So far, since you've been using the software, tell us about, like, what is your biggest pro, and then what's your biggest con at the moment?
My biggest pro is that, I'll say it, I can put everything together and actually build a system by using the AI. That's, to me, it's exciting. I don't have to go piece by piece, although I started off with your step by step, and like now actually seeing, like, I can go here, you know, turn on the funnel, or I can go here in prospecting. Now that I'm going through that part, when I started that way, now when I'm adding the AI to it, to me, it seems like it's easier to start actually having like a platform.
Absolutely.
Approach customers with. My con about it, well, customer support, that kickoff was kind of like, okay, I already knew that by just, you know, knowing about seeing the videos, kind of like where most people went to certain areas. And then they kind of like left you hanging. You don't hear anything about from period. Let's say the learning curve. It's so much at one time.
Yeah. The overwhelm. That's a big.
It's overwhelming, but actually following your videos, you know, I'm like, okay, what does Sean say? Let me go here. So I'm like, it's easier to actually, like I said, build it quicker. So like I've been almost in for almost 3 weeks now, and I'm like, oh, I can actually now work this and actually, you know, have something I can, you know, present to. My niche is dog groomers, and that's another thing I liked about your. That's what showed me it's a dog.
Maddie's dog grooming. Yeah.
Because it's actually it's a need for me. As I can see, I've been jumping into a couple of Facebook groups, and a lot of them talking about social media, because they're too busy concentrating on their business that they want to try to drive traffic to their businesses by actually having someone manage their social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of my thing is.
Well, LaShone, I'm super excited to continue helping you and want to see you succeed with social media management and dog grooming. So please continue to make posts in the community, reach out to me for additional support. And I'm sure the entire community is here to help you as well as support you throughout your journey. So thank you for, again, jumping up and sharing your honest opinion on GoHighLevel so far.
All right, thank you.
And sharing your camera. I know that was a big deal for you. I appreciate that as well. All right, let's go over to Winnie. Winnie's been winning. LaShone, go ahead and mute your microphone. And then Winnie, go ahead and unmute your microphone and share with us, how's your journey been going so far?
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me on your side?
Yes, 100%.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, it's good to see everybody here. I mean, instead of we're on the chat in your community seeing all the name and keep emailing, texting back and forth. So it's nice. I think I've been in GoHighLevel on and off for at least more than a year, but I haven't been able to kind of piece it together. I got some of it and then something else happened. So I really enjoy, and I've been following some of your video, or I don't know when you start posting them, at least half a year or something.
Mm-hmm.
Last half a year at least.
Yeah, about a half a year
then,
at least.
Yeah.
Since October 20,
you know,
I think I made my first GoHighLevel video October 2025.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, when you're on YouTube, they will recommend you, right? Once you start watching. So somehow that's how I found you, and I start watching them, and I would paste all your video into like ChatGPT, all your transcript, and then I would try to study them and get them to work. That's how I kind of started, and then I knew when you join your community, when you started your community, you go, okay, I'm ready. I want to go and learn from Sean, because you make everything so much easier, and you really care for us, like the way how you put everything together. So you don't just like you look at it from so many different angles. I guess also with your accounting background, you really think about the cost and everything and how it works. So it's not just like this is overall, why you're gonna why this is good for people and why how we approach it. And it's really great, being inside your community, because I know I will get a lot more answer than just being in YouTube. Right?
Yes.
So,
yes.
And that.
So what's been your biggest pro of using the software today, and then the biggest con if you had to give one?
The biggest pro so far is just because GoHighLevel gives you so many different things, and from being in learning from so many different people, so now I'm actually understanding a lot more how to put them together. So that really helped me a lot. And the con is still, it's very overwhelming because there's so many different things, and they're always coming out with new things.
Yeah.
So having people like you and that really simplify a lot of the process. So now I'm actually able to start to talk to people, and even though I haven't really made too many sales from it, but it's just like people, I have to start, let's connect. So I'm working on that bridge of the gaps, how to connect a lot more with other people. So
definitely. Well, we're here to support and help you, and I know it's coming. Stay consistent, don't give up, and you're going to close that first client and deal. And once you figure it out, that momentum carries forward, and you'll be able to start building exactly what you're looking to build. So thanks for hopping in, Winnie, and sharing your honest thoughts and opinion. And go ahead and mute your mic. I got one more person I want to bring up here, and that is Oscar. Oscar, how's it going? Go ahead and unmute yourself and share with us your journey. Hey, Oscar, I can't hear you. You might need to unmute yourself. Can't hear you. And make sure you've got audio connected. Can you guys hear me? Oh, you can hear me? Okay. Okay. So it looks like Oscar, we're having some connectivity issues with you here. Feel free, Oscar, to interject if you're able to get your audio back working. But you were the last person to have your hand raised. And so I think that's going to conclude the community feedback here. Now let's move over into some Q&A. Let's look at my YouTube chat. Let's start over there. We have a lot of stuff going on over here in YouTube. Let's see. Marissa. Hey, Marissa. Thanks for following me. I've been checking you out for a little bit. We have Tori. Hey, Tori. What's a snapshot? Jessica, a snapshot is basically, as it kind of sounds, it is a snapshot of a GoHighLevel sub account. And so you pretty much, you can build out anything inside of that sub account, emails, agents, automations, and then take a snapshot of that, which is basically taking it and turning it into a template. And then you can use that template or snapshot for any other sub account. Good question, Jessica. A lot of people say, I recommend starting with a $97 package. And let's see, any other good questions in here? Good morning. Love to see you. Loving to see you guys too. All right, so not a ton of questions here in the chat. Well, I think that's going to do it for this live GoHighLevel review, guys. Again, thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing your feedback, answering your question. And most importantly, just thank you for being here and watching. I'm going to end the live stream here. I have another video coming up next where I do a full GoHighLevel tutorial. So check that out if you haven't already, and I'll see you over there.
Thank you,
All right.
Sean. Thank you very much.
So I just